Hello, everybody. Welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. If you remember yesterday's reading out in the yard, I had to start over because I was blocking the sun. I just realized as I was 3 minutes into the read that I had Christmas music playing in the background. And I don't know what kind of music you can and cannot have on YouTube, but I know that it's like if it's commercialized music, you can't have it. So I had to restart. But I was saying how thankful I was for all of you guys that joined in the live read last night and how polite and kind you were to India. She was my moderator and she was reading for the questions for me. And, you know, you guys participating with that light, bright energy and all the well-wishing and the happy birthday wishes. I really appreciate it. And happy birthday to all of you. So many of you had birthdays yesterday, the day before, and tomorrow. And today, it's crazy. I'm getting all these DMs. So thank you guys so much. And I appreciate it more than I can say. Thank you for your generosity. And I'm really, even Ian was like, Melanie, you know, you hadn't gone on for like almost 90 days, for like 3 months. And I was like, that's one of my biggest things that I'm trying to get to more and more because I love that connection with you guys. The energy is great. It's literally like having people over in your living room and they all get to talk. It's a great interaction. You know, it's a great energy exchange. And I do feel like it has a lot of healing capacities for people in that mode. I love that. So let's see what's going on. So I was just listening to Victor Otto and I got an idea, and I feel right now that rare opportunities are popping up for some of you guys, and it's in a lot of segments of your life. It can be realigning with what you really want to do and simplifying and getting rid of huge distractions. It can be in your love life and really focusing on that and having powered intentions towards that and calling in your soulmates. A lot of karmic cleanup is happening right now before 2020 where we can actually get out of our subconscious and unconscious unawareness where we're just doing the same things and repeating patterns, where we're actually cleaning up karmic debt from ancestors and ourselves. You know, these patterns where we just go on autopilot. Now there's an awareness. So there's a lot of really substantial messages coming in. Tons of relationship changes and shakeups. So I'm also going to address that, and we're going to see what's going on in all these areas, because I feel like right on the precipice of this 2020, people are like, no, you know what? I need to simplify, and then I need to amplify what's good. I need to focus on what really matters. And it's funny because it's kind of like an end of the materialism. It's an end of trying to be somebody we're not. And I feel like a lot of light workers, healers, and other people like that, they can't be anything other than their authentic self, because it's very painful. When you see like an injustice or something crazy, you're not just going to go along to get along. Your mistruths actually aggravate you and cause you pain, things like that. So there's an alignment with that. And as you become more and more your authentic self, you get aligned with that beautiful inner knowledge that you are divinely protected and guided, expansive, growing, and all of that. You're let going of insecurities and just being your vision of yourself, not someone else's. And with that, you have no more doubts and fear. It's really wonderful. And I feel like you're going to be solidly dedicated to being that person that you want to be. So let's see. I'm just going to clear the energy. That was so funny. I had music going. We'll take a deep breath. I got some of the rose petals from my roses that Ian got me for my birthday. Okay, you guys. Beautiful, beautiful. You know, because now we're seeing what the root is, you know, where from the root then springs the branch, right? So if we have caring and love in those deep roots, then we let it come up and we're liberated from the heaviness. We're enthusiastic about life. We're caring towards our family. We are discerning with our time. We are really focused on the things that matter to a degree where we have a peace of mind, because we're not like, oh man, I wasted a whole day wondering why, you know, all these people are all over the world on Instagram and I'm not there, you know, all of those things. Instead, you appreciate things for the beauty they are, and then your focus is on, you know, your new endeavors. I feel like you're going to have wealth creation right now, which is whatever gives you abundance and feelings of expansion, whether art, painting. A lot of you light workers, what's happening is your beauty of expression is going to be truly enhanced in this stage in a huge way, like through your paintings, your words, and all of that. It's going to be really well received, and you're going to be really connected to that energy. So let's see what our choices are, you guys. We have number 1 is deer, which is power. We have number 2, which is equality, seahorse, and number 3, ritual, which is bison. And that's so funny because I was making this tree with the roots. I was just sitting there and that came up for the root of the trees, because I feel like rituals create the life you want, right? From from whence it came. When we really dig down, we plant those seeds and we want to see results, we have a little fortitude towards that. So rituals are very important because it says a lot about how we need or plan to proceed with our day, right? If we just start power shoveling sugar and donuts, that's not going to end well, right? Or if we start with anxiety because we think we have a million emails and we have to answer, we never have to do anything. This is what I always tell myself, and it eases me into the day. I don't have to do anything. I choose to do things. And I was currently listening to Marissa Peers, and I love her adherence to doing the most unsavory thing first. If you do not like answering things after you have your coffee and you relax, get that out of the way, because you literally feel like a hero and you've accomplished something after you do that. Then everything else seems like a cakewalk, right? Like if you have to go to the DMV first and you loathe that, or you have to go to the DMV during the day, don't wait till right before it's going to close and you're anticipating it all day. That heavy energy is with you of, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this, and say, this is simple, I'm getting it out of the way. Boom, it's done. And I never use the dialogue that makes me think something's unsavory. I never say, oh, I hate doing that, or oh, that's so unpleasant, or that's going to be deadly or unfortunate or whatever. I just don't use those adjectives. I'm just like, I'm going to start this. I'm going to accomplish this. And it's our wording that we use too, where we can convince ourselves something is as simple as it really is, taking those mountains down to molehills and then accomplishing check, 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 done. That way you're not working harder, you're working more effectively. And it's crazy how quickly your mind is set at ease when you accomplish something that isn't really your favorite thing. So definitely that was one of the messages I pulled from that, and I loved it. So let's start with Deer and Power. I definitely feel that is something that is going to kind of really resonate all through your life, that you feel like you realize now you do have the power. You have what it takes to do whatever you want to do. So let's see what's going on with this as well. So you have Peregrine Falcon, and through this, why we do receive power is we actually do observe things. We don't jump in quickly. We don't just start talking. We don't just start operating. It's like walking into a room socially. You want to take a full gander at what's going on, the expressions on people's faces, their body language, their gestures. Somebody could have just said there was a death in the family. That energy will resonate within the people around that, right? So you're not going to come in joking or being out of the element that you should be in, or the temperature of the room. It's like one of those things where you're really going to be observant. So you're going to know what to say and do very effortlessly, which is going to be nice. And you also have the Power card, which I love, like the Panther Power card, I call it. You have a lot of power coming to you, personal power, honest to goodness. Like you really are letting go of any hindrances or self-critical behavior or overanalyzing things. You're just stepping into this wonderful power of self. So when you say, I am powerful beyond measure, I am strong and healthy, I imagine potential future realities. You can manifest with your thoughts, words, and actions. You will have unlimited potential. This is how I feel when I get in my right thinking. Oftentimes, if I've been sedentary for a while and I'm reading things and I'm compiling, facts upon facts, psychological or otherwise, I need to then, after I've ingested all this and I have this information, share it somehow, write it and relay it. And then, otherwise it's too much of one thing. And then I think, it's a lot. So what we do need to do in order to stay in our power is then use that for its good, right? If we receive a message or funds or something that's helpful to other people, and we start to relay that and share it, we understand our power, right? And when we keep everything to ourselves and, we kind of hoard it, it doesn't do anything for us. So I feel like your true power is sharing messages, and also just aligning yourself with what you want to manifest. A lot of people right now are saying to me, a huge amount of my clients, they're having problems just focusing on what should be more important. Like they definitely procrastinate on that because perfectionism, all of that. And I said, it's simply starting with the 5-minute rule, that you sit down and just begin. If you have to start writing something, just sit at your computer, bodily, physically be there. And then, listen, music is so helpful in these endeavors because they relax you. They relax your body, they relax your mind, and they get you in a good mood. I love reggae to do this. And then I feel like you'll initialize the first steps and then you just have momentum. That's all. Then you have momentum. It's that writer's block of the blank page, right? You put that one word on there and off you go, right? And that one thought is going to bring you into another one. So I love how these have like a wonderful process on the back. So it says, are you aware of your past lives, your potential future realities, and parallel lives? Have you aligned with the magnitude of your personal power? It's time to look into the past and see how it affects your present and your future. Invite the wisdom of knowledge into the great mystery. So what I do is if I'm doing something and I feel hesitant, insecure, or a little off about it, I ask myself, why do I feel this way? And is it true? Have I attempted this before and was there a failure and I just gave up? So it's one of those like residual energies of, oh, this doesn't work out for you. And now, that's a kind of mindset. Then it has to be rectified, right? Really, where did this energy come from that this would be difficult? Some people, it's socializing. They don't want to go into certain social groups because they feel like it's work effort or they're going to be rejected or something. Where did that derive from? Why are you asking yourself this? And really do a replay in your mind, because your data bank will pop up and you'll feel it intuitively. Oh yeah, I remember at so-and-so an age, I wanted to be friends with people and I felt rejected. So again, it's a subconscious kind of inherent little groove in your record, which you can change easily. And again, I'm such an advocate for small steps, because people think there has to be this huge Horatio Hornblower moment where like, I'm the victor and everything. And it's not so. It's those small moments sitting down at your computer. Do you have to do something that you find unpleasant? Ask for a raise. A lot of people have a problem with that. You just sit down and you write one line and then you start to feel better. The flow comes with you. And again, always using great dialogue. Of course, I can do this. So open your mind to realize you choose from unlimited potential future realities. So always envision the best one. What is the best thing that can happen? I constantly do that, and that often comes about because that's where I set my sights, okay? Every future moment depends on your present thoughts and states of consciousness. Because this is so power-packed and everything is power, I definitely feel like this has to do with work and school. And the magic is definitely going to work through you, because you're going to use the dialogue that says, I am powerful. Any opportunity I want is definitely within my grasp, because we do create our future realities by our present thoughts and state of mind of where is this going to go? Don't implement fear, doubt, or criticism. Be like, I've got this. So I feel like these are going to be people asking for raises, for new jobs. So you're going to be successful in that, changing in schools, applying for scholarships, degrees, degree work, all of this teaching. I feel like your follow through and your personal power is going to be extensive at this time. So I'm just going to pull one major overarching card for you. Yes, this all, I felt this right away. This wish card was definitely coming. I thought it was either going to be the Magician or the Star, because this whole read speaks of you being so truly aligned with your spirit. And what happens when we're aligned with spirit and we're receptive to those messages, it's a much more balance. We have the proclivity to always reach for the better, to see the best in people. I've had people say, I don't know why I have, sometimes I just see a group of people and I start to imagine the worst. Oh, they're envious of me, or they want my position, or they feel this and that about me. And that's why I have people ask, is this really true? Because if we switch that around and we then say, these people want to help me, they believe in me, they're on my side, they're of my tribe, they catch that vibration, they catch that energy, and it kind of falls in alignment. And that's what spirit always wants us to know. We're connected to this beautiful circuitry of energy. And when people feel they're welcome in your sphere, vice versa, you feel approachable, they feel approachable. It's all working for you. So I'm definitely feeling that this is in your work and school sector, that you have success in a very big league way coming for you. So embrace it, let go of those restrictions. There's no more delays, doubts. It's all about this empowered energy where you're just going to implement this new strong self straight to success. So beautiful energy, group one. I love that for you. I love this Star card. It's so neat, isn't it? Yay. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. And all my links are down below if you need a private read, or if you want to ask about, I have currently, I think I have 1 to 2 spaces left for the Stonehenge reading, where I'm doing a live reading, personal readings there for people, taped readings, and it's going to be off the charts. I'm going in February. So if you want any information about anything, you guys feel free to DM me over on Instagram at sparkwist11, or you can email me. All my links, if you tap that little gray arrow, will come up. And I appreciate and love you guys. Thank you for watching and supporting my channel. It's growing crazily. Every time I look down there, I'm like, how did it get so close to 40,000 subscribers? Just like, I feel like it's overnight. It's crazy. And I love and adore you guys. And thank you so much. It's so amazing. Okay, so now we're on to Seahorse inequality. This, I definitely feel like this is in relationship structures. What I feel is coming on with this is you are really investing in yourself. I'm going to pull a couple cards because I feel compelled to pull. I feel like you are investing. Yeah, fire. You're investing in what matters to you, and you're speaking up, and you're going to have a quality. I feel like this is going to be in school and other people's eyes, within your family, but definitely within relationships, that nobody is going to try to like steer your ship. And in love, you're going to have new love coming in. This is really great. Look at all this red. This is an empowered state. This is you just stepping up and saying, you know what? With focus and intention, I can draw upon any of the gifts of the law of attraction. I have so many blessings in my life. Abundance and prosperity are constantly flowing through my life. You're going to enjoy writing, and you're going to have a gratitude journal, a lot of you guys. When we have gratitude for all the blessings that we have, so much more comes. And I feel like your heart is so open to giving and receiving that you're going to feel this, potential and fire in your belly to, I can do this, I can accomplish this, because basically every time we decide and open our mind to realize our unlimited potential for future, whatever it is, occurrences, that depends on your present thoughts, right? And your state of mind. And when you say, yeah, I have fire, I can do this, I'm a conduit for all good things. Rare opportunities are going to pop into your life right now, and you're going to seize them. And it's going to be done so beautifully. Like, I feel like I keep hearing the word dream weavers. Like, you definitely are. You set your intention towards something, you see it, you start to actualize it in your head, and boom, you're literally dragging to the 3D in a really impactful way. And this is pertaining to relationships where you're feeling, you know what, I don't want to be undervalued. I have firm boundaries. Nobody's stepping over them. I'm not going to be undervalued. I'm never going to feel unworthy, because it's a time for you to shine. See, King of Wands, all this fire and wands. I feel like a lot of you guys might be Aries, Sagittarius, fire signs, Leos, because there's so much fire in this, guys. And you guys, when you have this element, it is like the Phoenix moment. You're like, I'm done with being downtrodden. I'm done with feeling like somebody's doormat. I am done with feeling like I'm dismissed. It's like no more invisibility cloak. I'm coming in, and I'm coming in hard. This is what I want. I'm going to seize it. And it's not about aggression. It's about you just implementing this empowered energy, putting you in a solid direction in good faith that things are going to work out, and they absolutely do. Yeah, see, bringing in more money, bringing in more Geez, you guys are going to have some money. So again, besides work, I feel like this is, besides love, because that was in the beginning, your equality, this is stepping up in work too in a very big way, and school, Ace of Pentacles. This is divine guidance and help for you to never have fear about money again, to bring in enough revenue streams and cash so you feel situated, like you are not stressing money. In a very short while, you're going to be like, I knew this was coming. I felt this energy, this anticipation. It's the situation and karmic situations writing themselves and bringing you your just due. You've worked hard. You've planted these seeds. You've had these ideas. And now what you're expressing, doing, and fulfilling is bringing you hard-won revenue streams that are going to situate you in a really great way. And you're right on that precipice. Again, that's crazy that there's an image of this tree, because earlier, right before I did this read, look what came out. I was doing the roots that grow up and what they create. Again, when you have rituals, you're liberated from things, you're stabilized. When you have loving gestures, you have wealth creation, all of that. And it was like, I just kept seeing these images of trees, because I do believe from foundations and roots and ideas and a little stamina and focus, that's where the goodness comes. Like, I would have never thought a year ago, I knew I was going to be successful, and I knew I was going to be well received, because this is my strength. And as Marissa Peer says, speak well of what you do, and others, because they realize it as well. It's not to say you're good at everything, but you have some gifts. Everybody has them. And when you're able to do that for a living, magic happens. The thing is placing yourself in that position and having a belief system and a little stamina to do that, because I thought that too. I was like, well, am I going to have to fortify my income with this and that? I don't want distractions, because when I get in a creative mode, I need certain atmospheres and conditions to amplify that and have it be good. And being tired from a 9 to 5 is not part of that. So that's what you're going to be feeling like, oh, what is going to be the ideal conditions to make this happen for me? Meditative states, rest, an ideal environment conducive to, happiness and light for you, because all that is coming in and you're seizing it. And anything that's in these major arcana or higher court cards is definitely divine influential energy that works with you in tandem with your drive to make the success happen. And that's what's happening. And the passion, I feel so good, because this is like you having renewed hope in life and energy and feeling the relief of this money coming in, these ideas coming in, these opportunities, because I feel in some cases it's hard won and you guys have undergone some stressors. But now, because you weren't in lack mentality, you didn't think it was going to stay away from you, knew it was going to come your way, it's doing exactly that. And again, change, you're going to have this beautiful adaptability and a high range of choice because you are super adaptable. You are that chameleon that can go from place to place and generate, excitement and news and success. It's just one of those things where you just keep going and going. And again, in love too, I just feel like you're going to feel like, wow, this is what a true partnership is, and you're deserving of it. So I love that group too. This is phenomenal. Like, this is off the charts energy. All this fire, all this, abundance. It's like, it's one of those things where it's like a rare opportunity to just seize on everything that, is coming your way, and you're right in front of it all. You're just at the top of your game in a beautiful way. Oh my God, I'm excited. So phenomenal energy group too. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. Look at all the electricity going up the roots of the tree. And all my links are down below if you need a private read or anything down there. If you want to come to my Etsy store or you want to support the channel on Patreon. And thank you, my patrons. You guys are the best. Look at that. Oh, look, Stonehenge. I can't wait to go there. I'm so into that. And I'm going to be having, Celtic decks that I do the reading there with. So yeah, if you have any questions about that and you haven't heard, in February, I am going to Stonehenge and I'm going to be doing some private reads there. It's a special thing I'm doing. I'm so excited. So if you want information on that and what it's about and the fees and everything, just contact me, either DM me or email me. I'm like so excited. Sometimes I can't sleep when I start to think about it because I've been there before, but I feel like I've had a lot of past life experiences around there, druidic and other as well. So beautiful, fire. Woohoo! You're hired and you're on fire. And yeah, calling in, it's like you have substantial power under those phoenix wings right now. Gorgeous. Stepping on up to a deluxe department in the sky. Okay, so now we're on to Ritual and Bison. Again, I thought it was so funny that I made that tree because I feel like when we adapt beautiful rituals, healthy rituals, healing rituals, growth rituals, what happens is we are then inundated with ideas, the right choices, right? A better diet, a good exercise regime, focus, mostly what we allow in our lives. And we become more discerning and we quickly disregard stuff that doesn't belong to us, energy that doesn't belong to us, people that don't belong to us, people that create a heaviness, anybody that is not good for us. You know what I mean? So these are permeating sort of energies right now. You're going to be the watcher. You're really going to have this sharp eye, like you have an extra gear in your eye to brain ratio that says right away, nope, not for me. Yes, let's attempt that. This opportunity is for me. No more insecurity. Okay, that's someone else's vision. I want my own. They're trying to restrict or conform me to something. Nope, you move away. No more delays or doubts. It's just like super singular, really wise vision, intrinsically by looking at something that is not for me. It's a kind of like your like x-ray vision almost into the future, like that will not work in my benefit. That's somebody else's belief system, like really tuned into this. Because what happens is you're on an odyssey to happiness right now. You're realizing, why in the world am I working so hard? I can work smarter, work less, and have time for things that really matter. That's by being discerning, being more effective, streamlining. So many things take our attention throughout the day, right? I'll be doing things. I really have to stay off social media after a certain time because I'm like, I start chatting with somebody asks me a question, then I'll see somebody on the feed, then I'll be just sucked down this vortex of information, but it'll be for hours. And then I almost feel like I gave several reads. So then it's like I have to regenerate and all of that. So you're really watching where your focus goes. So you feel happy because you're putting your focus on things that lift you. You're not looking at national disasters. You're not looking at national debt. You're not looking at all these atrocities throughout the world. You're feeding your mind with nutritious, healthy imagery and ideas of opportunities and all those things like angel awareness, all of those things, because you're being divinely guided to do this. You are protected, and you're protected. And when you feel that way, you feel safe. I saw this interesting thing that Victor Otto was talking about today, and I truly believe this, that a lot of light workers are angelically guided to live in places where there isn't a lot of earth chaos. And earth chaos is, hurricanes, fault lines, tornadoes, all of that stuff. They kind of migrate away from that because they are divinely protected. And that's not to say you're less protected if that happens to you, because the population's being like where it is, we all can't migrate, in these areas. But I've never felt unsafe in any area of the world that I lived in. It's weird because I lived all over, but I've always felt, I'm not going to be washed away by a tsunami, that type of thing. And the unfortunate part of that is where these things occur are some of the most beautiful, natural, gorgeous places in the world, right? But one of those things, you're not fearful of what can occur in nature that is going to hurt you. Same thing in your environment right now. And with this protection, you don't feel like at work anybody can touch you, anybody can take away from you, anybody can harm you. And when we have that feeling and we do feel protected, I've been lucky. I feel like the Fool card is my card because I've always felt protected like that. I've never broken a bone, had a serious illness, anything. Both of my pregnancies were like, I didn't even feel like I was pregnant. It was crazy. A lot of this thing. And I do feel that I heal myself because mentally, I tell myself every day with my words, you feel great. You're healing on a cellular level. You're not unwell. I'm not one of those people that I read, oh, my so-and-so has cancer, and then I freak out and start Googling everything. I just don't have that. So when a lot of people, their health deteriorates around there, I stay pretty robust. But mentally, I know and I feel that I am that way. And you're going to start to do that. And you're going to realize what works. Look at this, the world. I'm going to freak out here. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. I'm going to have to take a breath because this is absurd. The messages I just got, you have a rare opportunity too. I'm going to take a sip and a breath because the messages just started to go like on super speed. So I'm going to have everything slow its roll. Okay, guys. Okay, because I'm personally so excited for you, I almost just jettisoned through the roof like a spazoid. I got so happy because right now, with all this power in your 10th house and Jupiter and Capricorn, about all this expansion, about all this wealth, about all this messages for your soul, you're journeying directly into your life path with this World and Wheel card. Your perspective is so much better. You feel robust. You feel great. And I'm feeling again like dream weaver-ish, like relationship change and shakeups where anything that doesn't work beautifully for you, meant for you, and it helps substantiate who you are in a great way. Why you are here. You're going to understand that anybody that doesn't belong on that path, bye jobs, bye a lot of change. You're moving into your future beautifully. And you see that rare golden hind is like, that's your angelic and spirit guide saying, just come this way. Everything is all right. It's like you have a blueprint to your life now. And this perspective is so much richer and in depth than you could have ever imagined, that you're seeing and actualizing all this stuff because through your gestures, through your awareness, through your rituals, through love, you can stabilize yourself, liberate yourself from stuff that doesn't work. You can be entrenched in deep family love and rituals. Your time, your energy is all going to be siphoned to areas that matter and enhance your life, creating the life you want 100% more than you could ever believe in terms of love. So you embrace these hard-earned lessons in the past, and it catapults you right into this bright, positive future. That's all this is like bright, positive. You recognize all the changes that bring better life situations. Opportunities constantly are going to present themselves to you, and you're going to say yes to life. You're going to say yes to love. You're going to say yes to being in a leadership role. You're recognizing opportunities. You take immediate action with this wheel at the top. You're like, yep, make me have a baby right now. I'm good. Seriously, you're going with the flow. Change is imminent, but now you want all the change to be good, and you've decided it's going to be, and Spirit said, you know what? Here is a deserving entity, let's go for it. And then boom, you're going to be showered with an array of so much help, and it's such healthy, good change, and the potential for your future is so unlimited, and you're embracing it, and that is what's making it a success. And here's your little thing. It's going to be once upon a time, group number 3 becomes a king and a queen. They have a little baby that's like something out of an old fairy tale, but not where they get eaten like Hansel and Gretel. It's like you have pulled a seat up to the table. You are now ready. You're now in Camelot. lot. This is really beautiful. I mean, really start to listen to more speakers that help you in that type of venue, because I feel like you'll be galvanized even more to grasp at this success in a really wonderful manner. Again, I just feel like you being situated almost like you're in a coliseum and you have this bird's eye view, and the wheel is a lot like that, where you're like, oh yeah, I see that does not work, that person is not good for me, that is not the path that will really endeavor me to my highest self. Like everything, like you have binoculars that have this kind of like vision into the future for you, really, really tapped into your intuition, and feeling thorough joy, knowing what matters in a really, really expansive, beautiful way. I mean, wow, this is just all about the life you want coming at you in Technicolor. So I'm so excited. I rarely have to like stop everything and clear the energy and do the singing bowl and have a sip, because I was almost choking. I was so excited, and the messages were just like this, that. It was like rapid fire, and it's amazing. So I'm so excited. I'm so stoked, you guys. I was going to wait to post this tomorrow, but I'm absolutely posting this tonight because I want this information out there, because I feel amazing after just doing this. And I want you to understand that this is what's coming for you. It's supersonic. I mean, it really is. It's fire in your belly for the best life, and just always being helped to get there in a really majestic way. And you just feeling like landing in the center of utopia. It's really gorgeous. So love and light to you, group 3. So exciting. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. My name is Melanie. I'm more than stoked for you right now, and all my links are down below. And if you need a private read or anything, just go down there. All the info is down there. Love and light.